Hey, it's June and it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's our next episode in our emotional intelligence series. Today, it's building your EI Toolkit, where breathing isn't the whole answer, but it's a really good place to start. First, we're going to crush a myth that you either have emotional intelligence or you don't. Emotional intelligence is a skill set, not a personality trait. You're not born with it, you build it. So like any muscle, if you don't train it, it gets weak and reactive. So our first toolkit item is the mood meter, which comes from Yale's ruler approach. Use it to name what you're feeling and how intense it is, because feeling fine isn't a feeling and pissed doesn't tell the whole story. So track your energy, high or low, and pleasantness, either pleasant or unpleasant, to better understand your emotional patterns. You can create this 2x2 matrix and fill it out several times per day. This will help remind you to check in with yourself. How are you doing and why? Next up is the awareness wheel. We've talked about this before. This is a great conflict resolution tool. It can also help you get in touch with yourself, what you're thinking, feeling, and what you need to resolve it. So it helps you break down that reactivity and communicate clearly. Breaks your experiences into, first, what you sensed, and then what you thought, what you felt, what you need, and what you will do or request to try to resolve this going forward. So most arguments happen because people start with assumptions and blame instead of clear internal processing. Next up, using emotionally literate language, replacing I'm mad with I feel dismissed, or I feel out of control, or I feel overwhelmed. This more accurate language allows for better emotional regulation, which in turn leads to more useful responses. If necessary, you can use a book like Brené Brown's Atlas of the Heart or Susan David's Emotional Agility to dig into that granularity and find out the difference between disappointed, resentful, and betrayed. The nuance matters. And next up, this can be used with all of the above, your physiological check-in. What are you feeling bodily? Is there tension in your jaw? Is there shallow breathing? Are your thoughts racing? Are you sweating? Are your knees getting weak? This physiological response will happen whether you like it or not when you are feeling an emotion. So dig into how that physiology is expressed by the emotion that is being felt. Put those things together and you're on your way to EI mastery. Next up is the 3 R's. Reflect, regulate, and respond. Not to be confused with our regular Sunday, reflect, refocus, and recharge. Here, we're reflecting, what am I feeling and why? We regulate, so take a deep breath, name it, get grounded. Next, respond instead of react. Choose what future you will be proud of, rather than react and create a future that you're embarrassed by. Do this often enough, becomes instinct. So savvy leaders don't just use this as a toolkit for themselves. They use it as a toolkit for their teams. One big piece of this puzzle is that emotionally stable leaders are better leaders. Emotionally unstable leaders, the ones that have tantrums to every other thing that happens, are the ones that lose teammates. So use this EI toolkit or one piece of it with your team in daily stand-ups, in performance reviews, in conflict navigation, or in one-on-one coaching. So today, pick one tool. Try it in a real moment or try it throughout a day. Reflect on how that changed that thing. You don't need all the tools all the time, but the more you have in your tool belt, the better equipped you'll be. Stay tuned for next week where we'll get into common EI pitfalls. See you tomorrow.